now, ladies and gentlemen, our best man.
I'm getting more emotional in my old age, so see how this goes. Sean, my brother, my best friend, my closest confidant. I don't know of any brothers that are that have a closer relationship than us. We played sports together, grew up in church together, went to college together, traveled the world together, bought a house together, and our crowning brotherly achievement, runners-up in the 2023 Farrell VFW Bocce League. So one can imagine how wonderful a moment it was for me to first meet my brand new baby brother in late July of '91. My dad drove me up to Greenville Hospital on a warm summer afternoon. I brought balloons into my mom's hospital room and received careful instructions on how to hold my baby brother for the very first time. After my mom placed him in my arms, and I stared into Sean's blue eyes, a few moments later I looked at my parents and I exclaimed, "Put back." Our brotherhood was off to a rocky start. As you all know, Sean is a people person. He's a talker. He's never been in a situation where he can't strike up a conversation and make a new friend. But for the first 3 years of his life, if you can believe it, he hardly talked at all. His nickname was Zip Lip, because he would walk around with his lip like this, and he would hardly say a word. I was actually the talker and would never shut up. My parents swear one day we ran into each other, bumped heads, and our personalities switched. From then on, Sean started honing his sales skills and dramatic acting skills. One story I can remember growing up that showcased this was when we would get in trouble, my mom would ground us from one of three things. The first one was TV, the second one was Nintendo, and the third one was computer. Well, Sean never wanted to go on the computer. He could care less about getting grounded from that. So whenever he would get in trouble, every time, he would say, "Mom, please don't take the computer away from me." And she bought it hook, line, and sinker every time. We were very competitive growing up. We both never wanted to lose, but we especially never wanted to lose to our brother, whether that being backyard football, capture the flag, Mario Kart, golf, or most of all, ping pong. It's a small miracle we're both still alive today after the amount of ping pong paddles we chucked across the basement at each other's heads after a close loss. So we transitioned into adulthood. Together, our relationship only continued to go stronger. We made a lot of memories, we shared a lot of ups and downs. Some of the highlights were traveling to Sierra Leone, Israel, road tripping to see the Big Ten Championship with Mondak and the Penn State crew. Yeah. Our weekly Halo nights with the boys during COVID. Yeah. And our game nights and late night YouTube deep dives in the living room. When I've been at my lowest, normally with girl problems amongst other things, you've always been there to talk things out and pray with me. Some other lows we've experienced together have unfortunately been financial ones. We've discovered as young men that we weren't going to become millionaires and get rich quick from selling goji juice. More recently, we learned not to invest a small fortune in Dogecoin right before Elon Musk got up on Saturday Night Live dressed as Wario, only to see our precious meme coin plummet. Sean, I love you. I cherish you, the last 31 years of life together. I hope we can create many more memories that now Juliana will be a part of. Juliana, you look beautiful today. Sean, could have at least shaved. When I first met Juliana, I immediately knew she would be my future sister-in-law. I mean, what young woman wouldn't want to move 2,000 miles across country from Las Vegas to the greatest city on earth, Hermitage, Pennsylvania? Seriously, when she moved here last summer, I knew it was only a matter of time before this day would come. I'm so happy my brother has found a wife that is kind, caring, has a great sense of humor, such an infectious laugh, and seamlessly fits into our family. I am so happy to finally have a sister. It would have been nice if you would have shown up 15 years earlier to help me learn how to talk to girls. Juliana, just because Sean is moving out doesn't mean you have to stop cleaning my kitchen and bathroom. I'll buy you Starbucks. I've lived with Sean for over 30 years, and I wanted to share with Juliana some insights about what it will be like living with Sean. First of all, don't plan on having very many shoes because Sean is going to be taking up most of the shoe storage. He has more shoes than almost any woman I know. A lot of husbands I hear hog a lot of bed space, but you won't have a problem with that with Sean because Sean likes to use 90% of his bed as a dresser and hamper. So he's adapted to sleeping on a small 10% sliver of the mattress. When Sean is sick, don't worry, he's probably not that sick. He's just being a drama queen. Just make him some yogi tea, get him some yellow Gatorade and China Wok soup, and he'll be fine. Well, now that the big day is finally here, and will be over before you know it, we all know the next thing that's on everyone's mind. Making me an uncle. Holidays are getting really stale at the Zippie house. We could use some little Seans and Julianas running around. Speaking of children, that reminds me of a story. In 4th grade, I was in Mr. Paul Sachs's health class, and for the first time, I learned about the birds and the bees. I was shook, I couldn't believe it. When I got home from school that day, my mother gave me strict orders to not tell my little brother under any circumstances what I had learned. Well, what do you think I did that night? Sean and I were best friends. I had to share with him this groundbreaking news. After I informed Sean that a stork did not drop him off on the front porch, my mother proceeded to give me a verbal lashing for corrupting her baby boy. I think my dad thought it was funny. Well, Mom, if Sean and Juliana give you a grandchild, I'm taking credit and I expect an apology. In closing, Sean, when I first held you in my arms and I said, put back, I'm glad they didn't put you back. I'm pretty sure Mom's glad too. I'm so happy God has brought you and Juliana together in this covenant of marriage. And I'd like to thank my parents for modeling what a healthy, loving, selfless marriage looks like. Sean and Juliana, you have a great example to follow as you begin your married life together. Sean, I challenge you to love Juliana like Christ loves the church. Thank you for allowing me to stand by your side on your wedding day. I love you both. Let's all raise a glass to Sean and Juliana.
Ladies and gentlemen, great job.